Hey guys, welcome to another video in my 7 days of Christmas. We are here, I am here, uploading a video every day through Christmas Day for 7 days, and today we are going to talk about a fast, easy, like under 10-minute routine to look the most but do the least. So whether you are a mom of littles like myself and you are always the last person to get ready and run out of the house, whether you're the chronically late friend or you just don't have the time and energy to spend doing a full beat but you want to look put together and you want to do like minimal, this is for you. I am going to show you how to transform your face, how to look very elegant and festive, ready for the holidays, but like we're not doing 20 steps here. So let me zoom you in and we'll get started. So what I'm going to show you doesn't like just pertain to holidays. This could be any time that you want to like do the least and look the most. Just so that you know, I do have dry skin. So I'm going in with the Auric Glow Lust in Morganite. There are so many products like this now where they give you some glow and luminosity. Elf has one, Charlotte Tilbury has one, but I'm just going to kind of use this as like, I don't know, a priming step, I don't know, bit of a foundation, because I'm not even going to go in with a full foundation, but it's winter, y'all, where I live in Texas, and even in Texas, we have some cool weather. You know, we're in the 60s and 70s here, so I want a little bit of glow and luminosity, and my Auric Glow Lust is going to help me out there. And since I'm not going in with like a full foundation, I want something that's going to just make my skin look healthy. Now I do have dark circles. Like I said, my kids are 6 and 3, so I need something to cover up those bad boys. I did already put a little bit of my Sigma Color Correcting Duo on this morning before we went to church. So I am just going to take a little bit on my fingers. I get the shade light to medium, but I do have darkness. Like I said, I have young kids, but I also just chronically have dark circles, and I want to put a little bit right where the darkness is the most prominent. And the thing that I like about this product is that it's not heavy, right? So it's not going to accentuate fine lines, crepiness, dry skin, but it does a great job of giving me coverage right in that area. So already my face is looking better. Now, I do have to be honest and let you know that my eyebrow routine is not a quick, easy, under 10-minute eyebrow routine. I literally have to go in and draw a brow. I have to start from scratch. I go from nothing to something. And so I'm just gonna kind of talk through that part, because if I were to try and do my full brow routine, that would put me over 10 minutes. So first I like to take a brow pencil. I'm just using my Ravie Beauty brow pencil in light brown, and I'm gonna give some shape to my very blonde hairs. I'm gonna get the shape and structure that I want. I'm gonna take a little bit of my Benefit Give Me Brow in the shade 3. That's going to coat the hair that I do already have there and give them a little bit of a tint. And then I'm gonna lock it in place with my Patrick Ta gel, because I want my brows to stay in their spot and not move throughout the evening. I feel like if you are someone with voluminous brows, or you already like the shape and structure of your brow, you don't necessarily need to go in with like a brow pencil and create a whole brow like I do. You can just go in with a brow gel or a product like the Benefit Give Me Brow, give it a little extra volume, a little va-va-voom, lock them in place, and you're good to go. And that would help your routine to be nice and quick and easy. But unfortunately for myself, I have to create a brow from scratch every single day. So we haven't gone in with foundation or anything, but I do want to give a little bit more coverage to certain areas. So I'm going to go in with this Tower 28 concealer. This is DTLA. It's the serum concealer. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in to any areas like underneath my eyes, a little bit over here. I'll probably do a little bit like on the forehead, down the nose. I don't typically go in with this much concealer, maybe down the sides right here, but just where I want a little, anywhere where you want a little extra coverage. This is a nice serum-y type of texture, so again, it'll help to cover up any areas of imperfection without doing a full beat, and this will play nicely with the Auric Glow Lust underneath to help create a beautiful glow there. So I'm going to take my sponge. Sponge is my preferred method for blending out concealer, and we're just gonna go to town, blending it out and making sure that everything is nice and seamless and very minimal coverage. And so for me, I feel like this is enough to give me like a nice even texture. It kind of lets my natural skin poke through. We have some glow there, but it's covering up any areas that I feel like are discolored or irritated, or if I had a blemish or something. Now, if you are someone who has more concerns with your skin, or you want more coverage, or you aren't comfortable with just concealer, you could go in with something like a skin tint. This is the Sigma Skin Perfector Hydrating Tint. Milk Makeup has a tint. Like, there are so many tints out there, and I would recommend just applying it with your hands. So like, put a little bit in your fingers, rub it all over your face with your hands, take a sponge to kind of pat it out. That would be another way of going in and giving your skin a little bit more coverage, but not going in with a full-blown foundation. And again, if you're short on time, if you're trying to quickly get yourself together and you don't want to do the full kit and caboodle, something like just concealer or a skin tint will kind of help get your face ready for the rest of the makeup. I am going to powder a little bit just because I want the concealer to stay in place. So I'm going in with my Givenchy Prisme Libre, and this is the Nikki LaRose SN20. I like this because I have found that using my sponge, which is what I've done for years, I'm just going to dip some in here, is almost making it look a little bit too heavy underneath my eyes. So getting a little bit in the brush and doing like a light dusting, I feel like that helps to kind of cement that concealer in place, but it's not too heavy and too crepey. So I literally just get a little bit on the brush, kind of swirl it around, really get it in those bristles, and then just lightly blend underneath my eyes. I feel like that works best. Now for my forehead lines, again, we do have a little bit of concealer up here, and I do have some deep forehead wrinkles. I don't mind taking my sponge, I get a little bit on there. Again, pressing it into the top, and I'm just gonna kind of take that all the way down here, make sure we are good to go. Now you could definitely stop there if you are comfortable, if you like the way that that looks, if you feel like everything is in its proper place and powdered. Or what I'm gonna do is take a little bit of extra finishing powder. This is the one from Hourglass, and I do have diffused light. And then this is just a fluffy, a 108 from BK And what I'm gonna do is just kind of hit up those areas where I do have concealer, and this is a finishing powder. So it's not going to set the makeup down, but it is going to do a good job of kind of giving the finishing touches, helping the concealer to stay in place, but it will give me a little bit of a glow. I don't like to use it directly under my eyes. Now, perhaps an unnecessary step, but one that I am going to do anyway. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump to the eyes real quick. I didn't prime, I did kind of put a little bit of my concealer with my sponge on top. What I'm gonna do is take this Sigma E54 Medium Sweeper, and I'm gonna go into this shade Stellar. Now, I'm going in with the Xenon palette from Natasha Denona because it's one that I don't use often, but I feel like it's great for the holiday. Now, I just want a light dusting. We're doing something very quick and easy. I mean, you could totally use your finger for this step. I prefer not to use my finger, but like I said, I don't want full pigment, full opacity. That's why I'm not spraying it. I'm just kind of patting it on the lid and sweeping it all around because I want the light to catch it, but I also don't like, again, I don't want to be precise. I don't want to do a full eye look, right? Like, that's just so simple, so quick, so easy, and you just kind of plop it on, blend it out, call it a day. What I am gonna do though, and I probably won't be able to talk through this, is I'm gonna take the E65, the Sigma small angled brush, and I'm gonna go in with Night Sky, I believe, or Sposh. I'm gonna go in with one of these deeper black shades. The Xenon palette, I don't use it a ton because it is very dark and smoky and gray, and it just all feels pretty similar to me. So I'm just going to take a deeper shade and use this pencil brush to create a soft, small wing. I want that to kind of give me like a little bit of an elegant look without committing to a full wing. So we have a little bit of sparkle peeking through on the lid, and then this kind of smoky grayish black liner. And I feel like that will make the eye look super elegant. The beauty of the smoky liner look is that you can go as deep, opaque, thick, thin as you want. This one I feel like I need to blow out a little bit more because it got a little bit thicker than I wanted it to. So with a smoky liner and just kind of blending, this was a clean brush. I feel like that'll really help. And then I'll just kind of diffuse this inner portion as well. Blend it out a bit. Nice and quick and easy. And the thing about, again, doing powder is you don't have to be precise. It has like a nice smoky vibe, and it gives you kind of this very elegant look, but you can be messy. You can be messy with it. Let's go in with mascara. Okay, so I'm leaving the under eyes almost completely bare. I just have like a little bit of mascara, but I love the way that this is looking. So now we're gonna go into the rest of the face. And I do love to bronze. So I'm just going in with my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer and my BK bronzer brush. And again, I'm just gonna, you know, not be precise. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of color. Keep it kind of toward the back of my cheeks. Not be very precise with it. We'll get some on the forehead, a little under the jawline. And just with whatever's left, I just kind of go, I'm not doing a nose contour, but I just kind of like to pull a little color into the face there. I want kind of a glowy blush because I'm not going to do highlighter. I'm gonna go in with my Ravie Beauty. This is the shade Paradise and the Ravie Beauty blush brush. I love this stuff. Just kind of hit up the cheeks. This is a nice glowy blush, so I can kind of put it all over. Put it right on the apples of my cheeks, bring it up. Pop a little bit across my nose. I love a little nose blush here. And notice I'm not being precise. I'm literally just slapping this all over, okay? You could go in with highlighter if you want. Again, if we're in a hurry, I'm probably gonna skip it. Now, I'm not normally someone who goes in with multiple eyeshadow palettes, but I do have a shade in the new Singe Beauty Paisley Hoot, this Shag Rug. It's like the most beautiful matte white, and I just feel like that would look so good right here. It really kind of warms up, opens up the eye, makes it look brighter, but it's not too boom bam in your face. There we go. This is what really makes it look fancy, makes it look elevated, makes it look like I spent a lot of time on my makeup, but I didn't. We're gonna go in with a red lip. So this to me is what really elevates the look, is a very bright, vibrant red here. Now I did go in with my Hung Vanngo, which is an orange red. I have the Vanngo red lip liner and lipstick, very pigmented, very beautiful. It is a bright, fiery red, so you could go in with a more blue-based red if you're looking for something maybe a little bit more Christmassy or a little bit deeper. You could go in with any lip color that you wanted, a nude or whatnot. But I feel like kind of pairing, I have these like white little balls with the headband. Maybe I should do a red headband. Let's see what it looks like. So I need to wash my hair. So like a headband is a must. I feel like with the red headband, I'd probably need like a deeper red. Let me try green. I feel like the green looks good because I have the white balls on here, the white balls on here, the red lip. I feel like green is a vibe. But anyway, I feel like doing simple, easy on the face, very simple eye, and then a bright, bold lip. You just look festive. You look ready for the holidays. I feel ready for the holidays, and I didn't have to do the most. It was very quick and easy. This video will be longer than 10 minutes because I had to stop multiple times. My daughter came in. I had to check on my son. I had to get my makeup products. But if you were just kind of sitting down and slapping some makeup on, I feel like you could easily do this in 10 minutes or under. So I would love to know your thoughts down below. Before you do go, I am hosting a giveaway for my 7 days of Christmas. The Google form will be listed down below, but I am giving away the Ravie Beauty lip liner set and lip pencil sharpener, which I absolutely love. A cute little Ravie bag. This was sent to me from the brand, and they gave me the go-ahead to give it away in a giveaway. So click the Google form down below. You have until Christmas at 11:59 to enter. I will pick one person. I will send that off to them, but let me know if you recreate a simple, easy look. Let me know if you have any plans. I am not someone who typically does my makeup for the holidays. I am very much a sweatpants, t-shirt, no makeup kind of gal, but I would love to know, do you dress up? Do you get fancy? Do you va-va-voom? Let me know down below. Also, stay tuned because I will have a video every single day from now through Christmas for 7 days of videos. Hit that subscribe button. I hope to see you here next time, and happy holidays. Bye.